do not condone violence. I hate fighting. I never really had a huge attraction to it. No fighting, no biting. That's a book. With alligators in it. A kid's book. If it's not safe, I can't. I can't. I 100% cannot. If it's illegal, I can't. I need to protect my own safety. My tan is getting out of fucking control. I'm turning 50 million colors. I'm sitting out in the sun. I don't know what to do. I change careers very often. You got eczema? You got eczema? I don't know how. How? Okay. Okay, don't say anything. Be quiet. Don't tell anybody. Keep it hush. Keep it quiet. Quiet. I'm a mess sometimes, but then I remember to take care of myself. I have to take care of myself. Take care of myself. Because sometimes I forget. I forget to take care of myself, and I go nuts sometimes. But before I go nuts, I take care of myself. Almost like yoga. Okay. I don't watch anime anymore. I stopped watching it for years. I don't watch it anymore. I can't, it's too much for me. I cannot watch anime anymore, so I don't watch it. I haven't been watching it, any of it, for years. Not what people continuously recommend on YouTube. None of it. I had to stop. I still think about you guys. And I love you. I just go through a really bad depression sometimes. But I love you. And thank you so much for watching. I'm just sitting here enjoying a smoke. And you still watch. So I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I've been doing this channel for a long time, endlessly, not knowing where the rabbit hole goes, and I'm still here. I'm not gonna leave. There's no need for me to. So I like this. I like it. I love Disney. Always have. I think I got my love from Disney from my grandmother. My grandmother. We watched Snow White. Did you know that was the first Disney princess? I just you know that fact about it. Yeah. 10. You see my stomach again. Okay, relax. This is not an OnlyFans. I support it. I 100% support it. Because men are horny. And I need the wolves off of me, I guess. Is that a bad thing to say? Oh my gosh. Now I sound like a pervert. Oh. I know my rights. I know my rights. And she won. When I first heard that shit with my family, it was like at IHOP. And there was a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people. And one of them was like on their knees cleaning the window. And I was looking at her like, oh my God, geez, wow, okay, wow. She's dedicated to her job. And then we go sit at the table and I put my purse on the ground. And then a couple were sitting, an older couple were sitting at the table and they was like, excuse me. And I was like, yes. And they were like, can you take your purse off the floor? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. And our waitress, she had a really high-pitched voice, really, really high-pitched voice. And I was like, wow. In my head, I was like, wow, her voice sounds just like an anime character. And my mom had blue eye contacts on that day. And it just scared me. It shocked me. And so I just was like it looks like I might have almost had a panic attack. And I went to the bathroom and then went back to the chair and someone said, that's her. And then someone said, oh, and she won. That scared the fuck out of me. And so then I went outside and I see this girl talking to this guy who looked like her older brother. And she was like, see, and everybody does it, everybody does. And then just walks away. And so I go back into the room and I couldn't eat. I couldn't. Like, I felt like something was off, but then I remembered, oh, it's okay to be confident. It's okay to be confident. It's okay to, you know, speak your voice. Like, I was like, oh wait, I remember going to school and having all kinds of friends. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember. In my head. Afterward, I just got scared of everything. But I was like, oh, yeah. Because I'm so used to people giving me, you know, just feel like not all people, some people like to tear me down. Like, I can tell some people, okay, you're rooting for me, but please don't, you don't have to dress in all black, you know, just go on your daily lives. Please do not dress in all black. You don't have to do that. I mean, if you want to be an actor, you know, it's hard work, but you know, you have to have at least a secondary plan or a second plan. Shit. Eat an apple. Ask a doctor. I don't know. I'm never gonna. It's not in my heart. I'm already so tired. I feel drained most of the time, and I have to eat, and I eat. Just eat protein, eat some meat. I've been sitting here for years doing that, and I'll continue to do it forever. How is she supposed to know if you don't say anything? How? If there's nothing, it's just nothing. Poetry? Oh, what, a haiku? I'm going to show my cross stitches. And I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but since this is still going. This one took me 2 weeks to make. Ooh. 2 weeks. Individual threads. This one took me 4 months to make. Individually threaded. It's called cross stitch. And I enjoy doing this kind of stuff on my free time. And when I'm listening to Audible, this one took me a month, surprisingly, because I worked on it continuously, non-stop. And no, I am not selling this. I will never sell these. I can't. It took me way too long. I'm too attached to these, but I will show it off. And yes, some of these, oh my goodness. This one's an older one, but I still like it. I get my threads and my needles online. I get it all online. This one, funny story, this one fell down a blender. And then one day I was like, why is my, not the blender, but the inside of the sink. The inside of the sink, it wasn't working right. So I had to dig my hand in there, and I found this like a couple weeks later. But this one took me about 5-6 days to make. But that's why the sides are so tore up and so messed up. But I still keep it, and no, I am not selling it ever, forever. I have more I made, but I'm not going to show them off. I'll keep those private. Do you want to see the first one I made? I'll show that one. Why not? I made more, but this is the first one I made. Very first one. I was inspired, and I really liked it. I really did. Nobody in my family is doing that I know of. Maybe knitting or crocheting, but not this. So I really like it. Sometimes I listen to the internet, online stuff, and I get really confused on the news. And I've been listening to Bill Meyer, I think his name is. I forgot. What is this? I don't know. So I got some candy, thinking that October was close. It's next month. I'm like, oh, they put up the Halloween decorations. Halloween is happening soon. Forgetting that they put things up early. I cannot believe I forgot that shit. But I remembered by myself. So I got a whole bunch of candy. I might end up eating a couple. Just a few. Especially if we have candy left over. But this neighborhood has a lot of kids. And they just run around like crazy. I'm just looking around like, where's your mom? Where's your dad? You know? So hey, I had to start getting candy. Had to. Because I know it's going to happen. They're going to knock on the door and they're going to ask, trick or treat. And if not, they'll start throwing stuff probably. I don't know. I'll do one more. Because it's been a while since I posted. I've always loved gardening ever since I was a child. And all my dresses have flowers on them. I love dresses with flowers. And I love gardening. I'm obsessed with it. When I was a kid, I grew a sunflower all by myself. And it never bloomed into an actual flower, it was just a stem. But one day, my parents were driving and the stem cracked and I cried for hours. I cried and cried and cried. And that pack was from a sunflower seed pack you get for 50 cents. I had 50 cents and I was eating sunflower seeds. I've always done that when I was younger. And there was just one seed. I was like, I'll keep this. And I took some flour, some soil. I'm sorry, I'm confusing it with cooking. I took some soil and I put it in a pot from the community, and I put it inside a pot. I had like a plastic. It looked uh, it looked like what is it? CER ceramic, but it was actually plastic. I might be confusing the words, but um, yeah. So I did that, and that's how I grew it. Most people don't believe me. They don't believe me. No, they roast the sunflower seeds. I'm like, yeah, I know. But I did grow it, and something was growing tall. It was getting taller and taller, not blooming. If it was weeds, it would have bloomed into like a little tiny flower at least, but it didn't. I love my sisters. I love my family. You know, and we know when we need our space. We know when we need our space because we know what we do. Yeah, sometimes still I turn into Kirby. I'm heterosexual, I'm straight. There's a lot of women uh, flirting with me, wearing all black, and sometimes that I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna say something mean. I don't know if they're gonna be like a nice person. I don't know if they're gonna accept, you know, the type of person I am and not try to change me. I just stand frozen still. And then I speak and I'm like, hey, hello, how are you? And yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just picking up a few things at the supermarket, and that's it. And sometimes I feel like I have to go at night. So I don't have to drag so much attention towards me. I don't want to drag too much attention towards me. So sometimes I go at night, really, really late, where it's pitch dark. And some guys will make noises and, you know, holler at me. But I don't say anything, I don't respond, I just keep walking. I have to walk, I have to get exercise. I cannot allow myself to trap myself in a cage, a bird cage, even though I tend to do that more often than I would like. And that's it. I don't know what else to say. What else to tell you? I'm leaving. No, I'm not. I'm leaving. No, I'm not. I'm leaving. I'm scared. No, I'm not. been outside in a long time. I've been in my head for very long. Boom. Reality. Alright, I'm better. I'm okay. I remember. Yes. I remember good times. A lot when I was a kid. Alright, I'm leaving. This YouTube video is going to end soon. Okay. It's okay to be confident. It's okay to look at people. It's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person. Just don't gawk too harshly, because that's a little embarrassing, you know? We all know you have peripheral vision. We all do. That's what a kid did to me. It was a little girl. She was so cute. There are a lot of children and families that are so funny to me on YouTube and in real life. There's actually a whole bunch of girls and some boys too. They've done that to me here. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I just look at them. Wow. Fascinating. Baby shark. I can be committed